G'day! In today's video, I'm going to be replacing the battery in a Moto G 3rd edition with the model number XT1550. As you can see already on here, there's these indents. On other models, the screws would go in this way. But on this one, I've got to go in through the front, which luckily I'm potentially repaired for the worst, if the worst does happen. So to begin with, we'll take out our SIM card, our SD card. Also, this blue mat here is a temperature controlled mat. It's running at 75 degrees Celsius. So it has a fair bit of heat exposed to it, which hopefully with a thin metal pry tool, I can get in here reasonably easily. But we'll see. That's not quite what we want to do. Let's press the power button as we try and open it. So just proceed for the minute. A little bit of prying up at the bottom, but not too much, actually. Look at how long some phones took to actually start. There we go, switch it off. From here, a little bit of prying. Hoping there's not adhesive along the back of the screen. The other positive is that LCDs are a bit more resistant to pressure compared to OLEDs. Okay, we have one connection showing up in here. I'm going to twist the screen slightly. There we go. Here I should be able to flip the little latch up. There we go, we are out. Let's say that should be okay, that screen. So from here the real work begins. Granted, I'd say I did make that look easier than it actually is. What I'm using here, I'm using a T8 screwdriver. That's going to get these screws out of the way. So at the minute I'm just focusing on taking out these gold screws. There is an extra 2 black ones down the bottom here, but I'll ignore them just for now, while I proceed with what I can easily do. Now there is also a cover on the back of the phone, but I'm yet to discover if I do need to remove that. Another 2 screws up the top here. Another 2 black ones anyway. Luckily, Motorola decided not to change them, and they are the same screw head, T8. Now I'll do the bottom ones, which are an identical length to the top ones. So the black screws themselves are the same. Now I'll just grab my pair of tweezers. I feel like this is going to come out as one piece. Yep. There we go, and we have one tired Motorola battery. Disconnect there. That is an odd bit. It's an adapter. We go from the back to the front. Odd. Anyway, let's try and get this battery out of here. I'm not sure if it's stuck in or how it's going to come out, but let's try. That's leaving really easily. And that bit is adhesive. Excellent. No build date on the battery though. Build date on the phone though. 29th of the 6th, 2016. So that would be one tired battery. And I'll get this new battery out of here. Now that was the orientation, that way, excellent. Get some double-sided tape on there. Just going to use this white stuff that I have floating around, pretty darn tacky, so it should be fine. Put it on the battery itself. Go. I'll grab another little bit of strip along here too. There we go. Around this way, in here, push down. There we go. Now let's reverse this. I've already forgotten where it went. Here we go. That's the wrong way around. Twist it over. There we go, that's in. So I'll assume from there, I'll keep that under there. Flip it over. Push it down. That seems to be good. Now the joy of putting all these screws back in. Which I do find some companies seem to go a bit overboard on the amount of screws they put in their devices. But who am I? Merely a repairman, not an engineer. And right now it's probably best not to bump the power button, as that will produce some trouble. Switching a device on without the screen, then adding the screen down at a later date normally isn't a good mix. Some of the times you get lucky and it doesn't actually really mean anything. Other times you're unlucky and it blows a backlight fuse. I'm not liking how far down this battery is compressed. Right now I feel like the phone has got a slight bulge to it. I can't quite pick it up on video, but definitely has that feeling that it's bulged. But this particular one was a customer that dropped the phone in and it said this is what they want repaired. They actually purchased another screen in case the unfortunate happened and the screen broke. But I felt they'd done the wise thing of taking it to someone that has a fair bit more expertise in the field. where the fella was about a 7-year-old man. He goes, I don't have any tape, I don't have any heat, I don't have any tools, I've got the screen, I've got a battery, can you put it in for me? And thus, we're here in this video today. And the next biggest challenge, I think, we're reconnecting this old screen. Apply some heat to it. If I can lift it up similar to the new screen, with the flex cable coming up, I might be okay. So I'm going to get some heat into the back of that screen. There's my heat pad turned off before. Where are we? One down here. So if I zoom in for you guys. Gold, black, black, gold, 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 black, black. Next up is this connector here. Then we will need to probably retape the screen down, which once this back of it heats up a bit, I'll be a bit more happier with it. The adhesive itself is pretty much no good right now. So we'll remove the factory adhesive. Sometimes you can get away with just heating it up and sticking it back down. In this instance, I don't think that would be the case. Let's try. Well, actually, let's not try. Let's remove it and start afresh. From here, you could probably use some double-sided tape, which in this instance I may. Haven't used tape in a while. Usually it's just a B7000 frame adhesive. But I feel like with the curvature of this phone, now I'm on the fence. Go. No, we'll go frame adhesive. What I want to see if I can do here is lift up this. I could spray adhesive there, but I find the risk of, or spray alcohol there, the risk of getting that underneath in the backlight, it's not worth it. I'd rather just try and yank it with a bit of heat in it. So far, so good. That should be okay. I'm not seeing any tears to it, so we should be right to proceed. Next up from here, I need to lift up this little connector. There we go. So that's now in the open position. I will connect this prior to taping it, or to gluing it. There we go. There we go. As you can see, it's up right up to the line. There, push that down flat. You can use a nail if you've got a big nail. I don't at the moment. There we go. That's now locked into position. From here, I'm going to use the adhesive spray. Oh, not adhesive spray, adhesive glue. Fold that up. Go around the phone itself. You want to use enough that it's going to stick, but you don't want to use enough that you can never open it again, or that you dribble it everywhere and it touches on other components. Otherwise you're going to be really screwed from there. One half of the phone done. Swing it around. Do the more critical side. Don't want to get too much on the camera or near the camera. All the front-facing sensors. or over the earpiece speaker. Plenty of places you don't want glue to go. There we go. There we go. Now my connection's still good, yes. So from here I can push this down flat, let it settle back into its original position. There we go. Now I'm going to put this on charge it up, and be right to go from there. Remember to put your micro SD back in, SIM card, and back cover on. So that is how you can replace the battery in your Motorola G 3rd edition, or also the display if you need to. Anyway, I hope this helps, and I'll see you later. Bye.